As a small girl, I looked out from the edge of the cornfield into a wider world. Mom taught me to sew using recycled flour sacks on her old treadle sewing machine. Aunts showed me how to quilt. I wove mounds of potholders on the red metal loom and supplied my huge extended family for years. They planted the seeds in my textile field of dreams. I moved across the country in my early 20s to Washington State. I was far from my family and the cornfields of Iowa. In this new place, one woman, Edith Marsh, caught me in her web. She was the elder mentor of our weaving guild. Her generous spirit attracted crowds wherever she went. She thought everyone should know how to spin, dye, and weave, and was known as the lady with the spinning wheel. She loaned out her spindles, wheels, and fleece to people she hardly knew. Wool was just one of the fibers that flowed from her fingers. She loved spinning silk in different forms, including right off the cocoon. One day we all gathered round her as she managed to get the single filament from a dozen cocoons meshed into one fiber for reeling. Silk reeling has been practiced for thousands of years in Asia, and she could do it too. The long history of yarn and cloth production stretched right to our doorstep. Dyeing was Edith's special talent. She grew dye plants like madder in her garden and would scrabble up cliffs to find special lichens. She crushed up cochineal insects so we could see the red of history emerge before our eyes. She mastered the magic of indigo and passed it on. The natural world was her oyster, and she shared it all. Edith's legacy is now my passion, to pass on everything she taught me to my students, friends, and family. To share her love of textiles and continue spinning the story within the thread. Textiles connect all cultures through time and space. The thread stretches back into time and ahead of us into the future, linking the textile culture bearers, usually women. My story is part of this continuous thread. I have traveled the world and focused on the cultural study of textiles. I continue to explore a world full of cloth and women who share their textile dreams, their stories and cloth with loving hands. I know that textiles aren't just beautiful objects or fashion plates, but woven histories that can promote understanding of culture, reveal bits of society, and unravel a continuing story through the structures, patterns, and colors in cloth.